There's a shadow standing in the corner of my bedroom right now. It appeared the moment I turned off the lights. Tall, impossibly still, shaped like a man but wrong. It's been watching me sleep for 17 nights. I can't leave. Not yet. Because if I stay 13 more nights, I inherit $250,000. My grandfather's apartment in Brooklyn came with two things: money that could change my life, and something in the dark that doesn't want me here. I'm starting to think the inheritance isn't the money. It's whatever is standing in that corner. And in 13 days, I'll find out why. My name is Marcus Reed. I'm 28 years old, and 3 weeks ago, I was evicted from my apartment in Queens. I was broke, 3 months behind on rent, $30,000 in student debt, working 2 jobs that barely covered food. I hadn't spoken to my grandfather in 10 years. We'd had a falling out when I was 18. Something stupid. I don't even remember what. He died 2 years ago. I didn't go to the funeral. So, when his lawyer called me and said, "Your grandfather left you something," I almost hung up. He left you his apartment in Park Slope and $250,000. I stopped breathing. "There's one condition," the lawyer continued. "You must live in the apartment for 30 consecutive days. No exceptions. Miss one night, you forfeit everything." "That's it? Just live there for a month?" "That's it." I asked why. The lawyer said he didn't know, just that those were the terms of the will. I should have asked more questions. I should have wondered why my grandfather, who had barely spoken to me in a decade, would leave me anything at all. But $250,000. That was a life, a future, freedom. I signed the papers that afternoon. I moved in the next day. The apartment was exactly as I remembered it from childhood visits. Pre-war brownstone in Park Slope, 3rd floor walk-up, hardwood floors that creaked, high ceilings, old radiators that clanked at night. It smelled like him, pipe tobacco and old books. His furniture was still there, his clothes in the closet, photos on the mantel. It felt like he'd just stepped out and would be back any minute. I unpacked my few belongings, made the bed, tried to ignore the feeling that I was trespassing. At 11 p.m., I turned off the lights and got into bed. That's when I saw it. In the corner, by the closet, a shadow, darker than the surrounding darkness, shaped vaguely like a person, tall, unnaturally still. I told myself it was my eyes adjusting, a trick of the light from the street lamp outside. I turned on my phone flashlight and pointed it at the corner. Nothing there. I turned off the light. The shadow was back, standing in the exact same spot. I watched it for an hour. It didn't move, didn't make a sound, just stood there, watching me. Eventually, I fell asleep. When I woke up, it was gone. The shadow appeared every night. The moment the lights went off, always in the corner, always watching. I tried to rationalize it. Sleep deprivation, stress, my mind playing tricks. But then other things started happening. Footsteps behind me when I walked through the apartment. I'd turn around, nothing. But I could feel it, right behind me, close enough to touch. Doors I'd closed would be open. Objects would move. I'd leave my keys on the kitchen counter, find them on the coffee table. Small things, easy to dismiss. Until day 8. I woke up at 3 a.m. to the sound of breathing. Not mine, someone else's. Right next to my ear. I froze, didn't move, didn't breathe. The breathing continued, slow, steady, patient. I turned on the light. Nothing. But the pillow next to me, the pillow no one had touched, had an indentation, like someone had been lying there, watching me sleep, inches from my face. I started looking through my grandfather's things. I needed to understand, needed to know if he'd experienced this too. In his study, I found journals, dozens of them, dating back 40 years. I opened the most recent one. The entries were frantic, desperate. Day 23. It's getting closer. I can feel its breath on my neck. I tried to leave, but I can't. The door won't open. The windows are sealed. I'm trapped. Day 27. I understand now. The 30 days aren't a gift. They're a test. Or maybe a transfer. I think, God help me, I think when the 30 days are complete, something changes. Day 29. Tomorrow is the last day. I've accepted it. Whoever comes next, I'm sorry. I tried to warn you. I put it in the will, but you came anyway. They always do. The money is too much to resist. The journal ended there. Day 29. One day before completion. My grandfather had lived here for 40 years. He'd inherited the apartment from his grandfather. The same terms. 30 days. I flipped to the back of the journal, found a loose page, a letter, addressed to me. Marcus, if you're reading this, you accepted. I knew you would. The money is too much to refuse. I'm sorry. The apartment has rules. It needs a guardian, someone to watch, someone to wait. For 30 years, I was that guardian. Now it's your turn. On day 30, you'll understand. You'll become what I became, what my grandfather became. The shadow in the corner. You'll wait for the next heir, watch them sleep, follow them, test them. And when they complete their 30 days, they'll take your place. This is the inheritance, Marcus. Not the money. The waiting. I tried to leave, packed my things, walked to the door. The lock wouldn't turn. I tried the windows, sealed shut, wouldn't budge. Called 911, no signal. Screamed for help, no one came. The apartment wouldn't let me go. I was on day 18. 12 days left. 12 days until I became the shadow. I started counting, obsessing. Every hour felt like days. The shadow got closer each night. First the corner, then the foot of the bed, then standing right beside me. On day 25, I woke up to find it crouched over me. Face inches from mine. I could see it clearly now in the dark. It had my grandfather's eyes. I stayed awake the entire last night, watching the clock. 11:58 p.m., day 29. 11:59 p.m., midnight, day 30. The moment the clock struck 12, I felt it. A coldness spreading through my chest, my limbs. My body stopped responding to my commands. I couldn't move, couldn't speak, but I could still think. I was aware, conscious, trapped in my own body. The shadow in the corner moved. For the first time in 30 days, it moved. It walked toward me, slow, deliberate, and as it got closer, I realized it wasn't walking toward me. It was walking into me, merging. I felt it enter, felt myself being pushed back, compressed. My body stood up, but I wasn't controlling it. I walked to the corner, and I stood there, watching from inside the shadow, from inside the corner where I'd seen it every night. I was the shadow now, and my body, the thing that used to be me, walked to the desk, picked up a pen, and wrote. The letter arrived at my cousin David's apartment 3 days later. Dear David, I regret to inform you that your cousin Marcus Reed has passed away unexpectedly. As his closest living relative, you are named in his will. He has left you his apartment in Park Slope, Brooklyn, as well as the sum of $250,000. There is one condition. You must reside in the apartment for 30 consecutive days. Please contact our office to begin the inheritance process. Sincerely, the estate of Marcus Reed. David called me that night. Not me, the thing that used to be me. The thing living in my body now. Marcus. Hey man, I just got this weird letter about an inheritance. Did you move or something? The thing that wore my face smiled. Yeah, it said in my voice. I'm traveling. But the apartment is empty. You should take it. The money could really help you out, right? I mean, yeah, $250,000? That's life-changing. Exactly. You should do it. Trust me. David agreed. He's moving in next week. And I'll be waiting. In the corner, watching. Just like my grandfather watched me. Just like I'll watch David. For 30 days. Until he takes my place. Until he becomes the shadow. And I can finally rest. Or maybe I'll just move to the walls. Join my grandfather. Join all the others who came before. All of us waiting. All of us watching. All of us part of the apartment now. The inheritance isn't money. It's us. Forever.